The net is important, but more important than the net is catching the fish. And what a blog does is helps you to catch the fish. I see many church websites, they look great, they're awesome, and they got videos going on and all kinds of stuff, but there's no blog. When you add a blog to your church website, it helps you to rank in Google. Now, here's the powerful thing. Each blog you write.
All right, hold up a minute. Let's get everyone ready for this conversation. We're going to give pastors and creatives some super practical tips. So here we go.
All right.
All right. Perfect. So let's jump in and have some fun with this. First question, why don't we start with that idea of the homepage being the digital front door? So here's our first question. Pastor Dre, when we think of a church website as the digital front door, what are 2 or 3 things that absolutely need to be front and center to make a great first impression? Let's help folks consider what really needs to be above the fold.
All right. Well, I would say, first of all, what you want to do is you want to decide on what's going to be your call to action when someone comes to your website. So basically, you need something that you want the people to do. Now, having a nice website is great. Having the website look awesome is great, but there needs to be some kind of action so you could judge the success of your website. So I would say have that action at the very top. If it's plan a visit, if it's connect with us, if it's view live stream, whatever that action is that you want someone to take, put that at the forefront of your website. The second thing I would say is you want some kind of contact us form. Okay, so not only do you want a strong call to action, but some kind of contact us form where they can leave their name and their email. You want to kind of get something from the visitor. It's great when someone comes to your website, but you want them to leave with giving you something. Okay, so that's what I would recommend. There's other things you could do, like a giveaway and different things like that to get someone's email. But those are the 2 things I would recommend: is a strong call to action and some way to get somebody's name and email when they visit your website.
Absolutely love that answer. So let's sum that up for everyone listening. Consider putting that main call to action right up top, whether it's a plan a visit button or a join us live link, and then have a super simple way for folks to leave their name and email so you can keep the conversation going. That's a fantastic first step. Now let's keep it rolling. Here's the next question. How does having that plan a visit feature really help boost Sunday attendance? Let's break it down step by step so pastors can see how powerful that can be.
Okay, well, I've seen it work tremendous. It's kind of like when you pass out a flyer, right? You go to the streets and you ask people, hey, join us for our Sunday morning service. Like back in the day, we still do it, but you'll pass out, you can't really see it. But this is a flyer, and you pass it out and you invite someone to come to your church. Well, that's the same thing with your website. You want to give people an opportunity to connect with you when they stop by your website. So having that plan of visit is powerful. Once again, you get someone's name and email, and then you could follow up when they submit that form and say, hey, we noticed you filled out the plan to visit form. We're so excited to see you. And you can even put the date that they plan on visiting. So there's different questions you can ask on that form, such as name, email, date of your visit, how many people are coming, are you interested in our small groups, so phone number, so different things like that. So then what you could do is you have all those people's information, then you could contact them right after they send that form. You can do an automation email, or you could have your office call them and say, we're super excited to have you visit our church. So then your website doesn't just act as a digital flyer, it's acting as an evangelism tool, and that is powerful.
Absolutely. I love that comparison. So, folks listening, let's consider this. When you put that plan a visit option right on your site, you're basically handing someone a personal invitation, just like you would on the street with a flyer, but now it's online and it's working 24/7. And when they fill that out, you've got a chance to follow up and make that connection even warmer before they even walk in the door. All right, let's jump to the third quick tip. If a pastor's got literally 1 minute to do a mini site audit today and make sure their digital front door is welcoming, what's that 1 minute check they should do right now?
Wow, that's a loaded question because I'm going to answer that in 2 parts. The first thing I would say is make sure you have that strong call to action. So if you go to your website and you look at your website and there is no call to action, you want to add one today, whether it's a plan a visit, contact us, a free gift to download when they enter their email. You want to think of some way that you can get the person visiting your website information. Now, if you do anything to your website, even before, I would even probably say before the plan the visit, you want to add a blog, because the blog is what's going to get people to your website. So it's great to have the plan to visit. That's super high priority. But I would say above that, or I should say it's important to have the call to action. But before that, I would say add a blog to your website, because a blog is what helps you to rank in Google. So when you have a blog, that's going to allow people to search Google, see your website, then come to your website. So it's kind of like you're fishing, right? And Google, your blog is like the bait, and then your call to action is like the net. It's great to have a net, but if you don't have a fishing line in the ocean, then you probably won't need the net. So the net is important, but more important than the net is catching the fish. And what a blog does is helps you to catch the fish. I see many church websites, they look great, they're awesome, and they got videos going on and all kinds of stuff, but there's no blog. When you add a blog to your church website, it helps you to rank in Google. Now, here's the powerful thing: each blog you write can rank for a different keyword in Google. So that's kind of like every blog you write is a different fishing line in the ocean, and it brings them all to your website, which can be the net. All right. So that's what I would say. Add that call to action, but above that, make sure you add a blog to your website.
Absolutely spot on. So let's wrap that up into a super quick win for everyone. Hold up a minute. If you've got just 1 minute today, check your site for that call to action. Make sure it's there and easy to find. And then consider adding a blog if you don't have one yet, because that's going to get more people in the door in the first place. So those are your quick wins: a strong call to action and a blog to help you rank. Let's do this.
All right, family. Well, thank you so much for interviewing me. I had a great time on the show. And if I could just share a few things. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment section. I would love to assist where I can. And if this video has given you any value, don't forget to give a like, follow, share, or subscribe. Anything you'd like to say before we go?
Absolutely. Let's wrap it up with this. Hey, everyone, if you found these tips helpful, let's keep the conversation going. Drop your questions below and definitely consider hitting that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Remember, your church's website can absolutely be that digital front door that welcomes people in, and we're here to help you every step of the way. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you on the next one.
All right. God bless.